Hey everyone, I'm your host JK,
I'm Dave.
and welcome back. Finally, The Walking Dead is back.
It is. Season 7 Part B is underway.
Yeah, I've been waiting a while.
Same here, but kind of forgot about it. And it just made my day knowing that I came home and I could watch The Walking Dead, so that was cool.
So, first off, we're at the hilltop where Rick and, well, his group are there with Gregory, trying to strike a deal, trying to convince Gregory that they should join Rick in trying to defeat the Saviors.
And Gregory's being a dick about it.
Yeah, he doesn't want a part of this. He even said, "You failed me once. I'm not gonna sit around and wait till you fail me again."
Can you really blame him for taking that stance? Because the Saviors are particularly dangerous people to cross.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if that's really a life that you want to live, you know what I mean?
Well, I couldn't really tell you. I mean, in this predicament, Gregory is a dick.
Yeah.
Non-stop. So Gregory turns down the crew, but
But his people, they're willing. They're all willing to join Rick's group in finding the Saviors.
yeah, that's right. And just a note, that's the first time I've seen a bunch of people that isn't Gregory or Jesus at the hilltop. So confirmed there are people at the hilltop.
Yeah, they finally hide those extras, you know?
Yeah, but they look as shit, huh? They look as shit.
Yeah.
They don't look like they can fight. They don't look like they can lift a wheelbarrow with nothing in it.
Well, at least they'll be meat shields, so, you know, they're good for something.
Cannon fodder.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, the hilltop to me in the whole scheme of things is hopeless. Like, they're just crap. They might as well be vegans or something.
Yeah, it certainly seems that way, eh?
No offense to vegans, I don't know why I said that.
Alright, moving on. Jesus then tells Rick about the kingdom. That's where they end up next. And they're greeted by Richard and his buddy at the gate.
Yeah, Richard's not very friendly in this moment, but why wouldn't you be?
Yeah, a bunch of people rock up to your gates, you know. What are they doing there, you know? Like,
He could have mistaken them for saviors, a new branch, but he takes them to King Ezekiel, and it was good to see Rick in front of King Ezekiel. The crew's reaction to Shiva, they're like, oh, what the hell, there's a tiger.
yeah, they get introduced to that fantasy world that we've been talking about a few podcasts ago.
Yeah.
But they try to strike a deal with King Ezekiel to help fight the Saviors.
Yeah, King Ezekiel's going to say no 2 times, and on the 3rd time he's asked, he'll say yes. That's my opinion.
That's fair.
I liked Rick's story about the rock in the middle of the road.
I think it went a bit too long though, but yeah, it was a good story.
It was a good story. I don't remember it word for word. It didn't work immediately on King Ezekiel, but it's got to work. It's got to.
Yeah, I think it's too early in the season for for them to join.
So you're saying shit's going to get real episode 10?
I think at the end of the season, shit might get real. Then they'll start the next season off with a bit of a bang. And I don't know, but I feel like it's going to just drag out, to be honest.
Okay. I'm potentially with you on that because Walking Dead hasn't known to be a bit of a drag-a-thon.
Mm-hmm.
So we look around the kingdom and they're all getting ready. They're all jogging.
Yeah, they're all just having fun. We see an archery range, and yeah, more to that fantasy world.
Yeah. What's the deal with that? I quite wasn't paying attention, but there was kids missing limbs and stuff like that. And King Ezekiel, when he was turning Rick down the day after they met, was like, we've fought. People have lost limbs. And I was like, who have you fought? And who has been chopping off kids' limbs? What's going on? That was unclear to me.
Well, I mean, if you're in a world like that, you're going to be losing limbs anyway.
By who? The saviors or the zombies? That wasn't clear to me.
Yeah, that is true. But we do know that the Saviors never stepped foot inside the kingdom. King Ezekiel said that, so...
Oh, but they're just setting that up for them to knock it down later in the season.
Yeah, that is true, Dave.
That remains to be seen. I'm like a Nostradamus with The Walking Dead. And what's up with Morgan?
Morgan, he's
not much of a bro.
Yeah, he's definitely trying to protect Carol. He's looking out for her. He doesn't want Rick to know her whereabouts because she's had her problems and she just doesn't want to be a part of any more violence, I'd say.
He's just a dick. He's the kind of friend you don't want.
Well, he also helps King Ezekiel to turn down Rick as well, which is,
Annoying.
Yeah.
Very annoying. But he didn't seem that upset about, well, I can't remember. Did he seem that upset about Glenn and Abraham getting killed?
I don't think so. He could have seemed a lot more sad.
He's not a team player, man.
Yeah, no, he's definitely... He's pretty much that one character that stops the show from going forward, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's like the wet blanket at a party.
Yeah. What a party pooper.
Yeah. Tell them, A, let's fuck the Saviors up. B, Carol is at a house being a dickhead. And C, I'm sorry for being a dickhead straight up.
Oh boy, okay. Well, moving on. So, after they failed to convince the kingdom, they were on their way on a highway.
They got stopped by a bunch of cars, right?
Yeah, a bunch of cars that were, stopping a bunch of walkers from getting through?
Yeah, I think it was meant to be a funnel to get the walkers to, I don't know, trip the wire and a big explosion happened, but they end up stealing all that explosives that's on that steel wire.
Yeah, just in the nick of time. The Saviors were, they knew that Daryl escaped, and so they were, getting prepared to head to Alexandria.
Yeah, that's right, because they left Daryl at the kingdom.
Yeah, that is true.
I wonder what's going to happen there with Daryl in the kingdom.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Daryl's going to be the one person to convince King Ezekiel to, go to war.
I don't know. Daryl's only got one kind of mode, and that's like telling people off.
Yeah.
Like, he's a pretty silent, deadly type of dude that doesn't talk, except to tell someone off, like, you didn't do this right, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe he'll annoy King Ezekiel so much that, he'll join.
Yeah, okay. I'm hoping he picks up a love interest.
And why is that?
Oh no, he's the one character that doesn't get any action. But anyway, the walkers come, the herd of walkers come.
Yeah.
For some reason, I'm not quite sure. Carl, yeah, Tara, and who else was there? They were pushing cars. Somehow the herd caught up.
Yeah, and Rick and Michonne were forced to, drive those cars and slice them to bits with that wire.
So Rick and Michonne drove on the cars on the opposite side of the highway that had
deadly wire.
That deadly wire attached to both sides, and then they just cleaned up all the walkers. That was a great, that was a unique scene.
Try to get that to work in real life.
Yeah, I'm not sure how good that would work. Attach it to a shitty bumpy bar or something like that.
Rick and Michonne, got to the car barely. With all the walkers surrounding them, drove off, and then some of the bombs that they left behind, the duds, I guess you'd say, they blew up.
And Rosita, thanks to Rosita and maybe what she learnt from Abraham, she knew that dynamite, if it's fractured or broken or busted
or dented, yeah,
dented, don't take it. The team make it back to Alexandria. Guess who shows up moments later?
Saviors.
Yeah, this time not Negan, Simon.
Yeah, I wonder why, Negan personally didn't show up.
Probably just do a logistics. Simon was out and about doing his thing. I think this is the second time that Rick met him. Only met him before at the beating. I have a feeling that Rick's going to beat the shit out of Simon this season.
Hope so.
Yeah, going to kill him.
I don't like Simon.
I like him as a character. He's like a menacing character. I want Rick just to win, basically.
Oh, yeah. It's what everyone wants.
And for Morgan to get beaten down. Not die. Beaten down so he can get beaten down again later down the line.
Oh, yeah. Learn that everything's not always solved by,
kumbaya and ukuleles and, yoga.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't be so down on Morgan if he was just a bro.
Yeah, that is true.
He's not cool.
Yeah, all because of that cheesemaker.
So, Saviors go around and they're looking around for Daryl. They're making a mess. They're, pulling over cabinets. They're breaking dishes. They're just being assholes. And they go to the storeroom and the storeroom's empty. But lucky for them, right? Lucky for Alexandria, they're not there to collect. They're just merely there to look for Daryl because at the very start of the episode, Father Gabriel, for some unknown reason, cleaned out the pantry, loaded up the car with the food, and headed off.
Yeah, I'm like very curious of, where he's gone.
And Rick is looking through his Bible, and then he looks through maybe the inventory book in the pantry, and it says boat.
Yeah, how does Gabriel know about that? It's a bit strange.
Well, did you see when Gabriel took off, there was a figure that got up from the back seat? Well, what it looked like to me on initial viewing.
Oh, no, I didn't notice that.
Ah, bingo.
Oh.
So, I'm thinking whoever, Mr. Boots,
Or Mrs. Boots.
or Mrs. Boots kidnapped our friend, Father Gabriel. Anyway, so that leads Rick and the crew to go to the boat area where they went in the previous season. Remember with Aaron?
Mm-hmm.
They meet a whole bunch of ugly people, right?
Yeah, who were they?
I'm not sure, but until we find out their name, I'm going to call them Loser Crew.
Okay.
They look like a bunch of goths that they just gathered up. They said, hey goths and people that stay home in the tracksuit pants, come and join The Walking Dead in this fictional crew that likes to wear all black, and like not comb their hair or wash. That was one part of the episode that made me dislike the whole entire episode, is because all these losers just go up next... Sorry, all these creeps just go up to Rick and the crew really close.
Really, I found it pretty... I don't know, I like that scene.
Rewatch it, they go up so close to them, it's like they're like really intimate, or they have no social skills, and they like should know in this scenario that they should like stand a bit back.
Well, I mean, you compare that to the Kingdom where they like talk in Old English and stuff, just...
Yeah, but the loser crew they went right up to them, like they could have like been up really close to their face to kiss them or something. It was just like, if I was the director, I would have maybe have run it a few times, like, surround them like from a distance, surround them from a medium distance, and that director just went, yep, no, what would be cool? If we get the loser crew to wear all black, all right, number one, that would be really cool. Make them like look like computer nerds and ugly people. And number two, make them go really close up to our friends from Alexandria. That'd be a really good idea. Anyway, this may not be my entire opinion. I am just particularly grumpy today.
Well, you got a point. That was a bit like awkward and strange. But
they just went right up to them. It was weird as hell.
Yeah, but, something that I did realize right at the end, just before the episode ended, Rick smiled at something.
Because he's like...
yeah, maybe he was just laughing at, like, how ridiculous that was.
Yeah, he was like, they're all dressed in black, and they look like goths, or ex-goths, and they got no idea about how to intimidate people.
Maybe he was excited to go to a rave party.
Anyway, we end with Rick smiling, right?
Yep. We don't know who these people are.
Yeah. Judging by how much of the loser crew these losers are, I'm going to predict that Rick and the group are not in any danger. Predictions for the next episode?
Probably get to find out who the loser group is. Maybe find out where, Gabriel is.
I hope so.
I feel like it's just going to be a bunch of, like, filler episodes, to be honest, until, the Kingdom agrees. So it's hard to say what's going to happen next, because I really do feel like, it's be a bunch of filler episodes.
Yeah, good point. I feel like you're right, there's going to be filler episodes, but in the filler episodes, they're going to tie the strings together on what happened with Heath, with Father Gabriel, what's going on with the loser crew, and probably the Kingdom. I'm really excited to see Rick versus the Saviors.
Yeah, I can't wait till that finally goes down, that war. It's going to be a big one.
And I really hope that AMC hasn't pulled back on the violence and the gore, because there was some outrage about episode 1 of season 7.
Really?
Too gory, yeah.
Oh, damn, that sucks.
So I hope they don't tone down the violence.
Yeah, me too.
The gore was pretty bad with the head beatings with Glenn and Abraham, but I'm pretty sure for me that just accented or gave an exclamation mark on how bad the Saviors are. It lifted the game in terms of television, right?
Yeah, it's more realistic that way. Like,
this is the last bastion of good TV. Walking Dead, when I say good TV, I don't mean like HBO, Game of Thrones, Sopranos, The Wire. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about TV you want to watch that's good, like, oh my god, can't get enough. And if AMC pull back on the gore and the violence, then it's just going to go to Netflix or HBO or another streaming service. Be warned, AMC.
Any interesting thoughts?
Interesting thoughts. Yeah, how about Rosita, man?
Yeah, she's very unfriendly towards Sasha. She said just because we had sex with the same guy doesn't mean we're friends, and totally shut down Sasha.
Yeah, I have a feeling that they're going to become friends.
I reckon one of them, like Sasha, will like save Rosita or something, like in a dire situation.
Yeah, like a typical reversal of enemies becoming friends storyline. Well, man, that's the podcast done, I think. I let some real thoughts out. Particularly grumpy today. So if I hurt anyone, deal with it.
Yeah, we're all sorry at the podcast that we do, but, you know, we'll, guess we'll see you all next time. I've been your host, JK.
I'm Dave.
And remember to subscribe, comment, like the video. See you all next time.
Hate mail, give us hate mail.